Former employees of 343 are calling out leadership as the reason why Halo Infinite is in its current state. Apparently, there was too much reliance on contractors who are legally only allowed to work for the company for about 18 months, and then they just get let go. A lot of disappointment from many different people, and we're getting to learn a little bit about how Halo Infinite wound up in the current state it's in. I'm going to go over some of the statements that are out there right now and talk about what has transpired over the last few months in regards to the current state of Halo Infinite and the current state of 343. Right now, let's get into it. So the long and the short of it is, today you might have heard that there were 10,000 layoffs at Microsoft, and it is impacting the Xbox division. Well, one of the hardest hit is apparently 343, with a lot of people saying that they've been laid off or let go from the team. I'm not sure what that means for the future of Halo Infinite, but I have to imagine it's not great things. Patrick Wren over on Twitter is actually saying a little bit about what happened while he was working on 343 and how disappointed he is. He's tweeted the following. He said, "The layoffs at 343 shouldn't have happened, and Halo Infinite should be in a better state. The reason for both of these things is incompetent leadership up top during Halo Infinite development, causing massive stress on those working hard to make Halo the best it can be." Now, we know that Bonnie Ross left at some point last year. I don't know if they're pointing the finger at Bonnie Ross, but there has been massive shakeup at 343 since that departure. Just to revisit that really quick, Bonnie Ross leaves Halo Infinite's 343 leadership restructured. That was in September of last year, and Bonnie Ross, founder of and head of 343 Industries, is leading the company, she announced on Twitter today. The announcement, which mostly serves as a farewell to the community, cites a family medical issue as the reason for her departure. It reads, "Well, I had hoped to stay with Halo until we release the winter update. I am letting you know I will be leaving 343 and attending a family medical issue. I am incredibly proud of the work everyone at 343 Industries has done with Halo Infinite, the Master Chief Collection, the Halo TV series, and so much more. It has been an honor to serve alongside the team for the last 15 years and to be part of the universe, a universe that I love. Thank you to everyone in the Halo community for your support. Halo's future is bright. I cannot wait for you all to experience what we have in store and to cheer alongside you as a fan of the Halo World Championship in October." Unfortunately, it does not seem like things are going great after Bonnie Ross's departure, with layoffs rocking 343, including that of Joseph Staten, who, let me just find the tweet here I had up really quick, who is also leaving the company. Here's from Tom Warren. He said, Microsoft brought in Bungie veteran Joseph Staten to help ship the Halo Infinite campaign. He's now returning back to Xbox Publishing. Jason Schreier said, new Joseph Staten, who joined 343 in 2020 to steer Halo Infinite toward the finish line, is leaving the studio to rejoin Xbox Publishing, Bloomberg has learned. Now, you remember, Joseph Staten is the one that worked with them to get the campaign in the place where they wanted it to be. He's the one that would go on every live stream, and he would take it. He would say, "We've made the decision to, cancel campaign co-op," and all the hard stuff, all that messaging always came from Jason, or from Joseph Staten, and Staten would take that on the chin, basically, and now he is going to be out. So who's going to be left to step up into that position and make those hard decisions and hard calls? That's going to be tough. Seeing Joseph Staten return gave me a lot of hope for the Halo Infinite franchise, and now I don't know what's going to happen with Halo. It's definitely concerning, to say the least. While I have you here, though, I know half of you aren't subscribed. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell to help me hit that goal of 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for showing your support while we talk about these stories. Getting back to it, Patrick Wren actually had more to say. So this was back to his original tweet. He said, "The people I worked every day with were passionate about Halo and wanted to make something great for the fans. They helped push for a better Halo and got laid off for it. Devs still there are working hard on that dream. Look at Forge, be kind to them during this awful time. Now, if you haven't seen, Halo Infinite has Forge. It's fully implemented right now, and it's a lot of fun. Fans like myself have been hopping in, enjoying it quite a bit, and unfortunately, there's been about, the only number I've seen is around 60 layoffs over at over at 343 and potentially counting. But yeah, it's just a really bad time, and who knows what's going to happen with Halo. It reminded me about this story from this was on VG247, but Phil Spencer said the following: "If we lose our way with Halo, we lose our way with Xbox." That's from Spencer in 2011. And this was regarding, let's just read the story here really quick. Microsoft Game Studio boss Phil Spencer has admitted that the Xbox platform will lose its way if the same happened with the Halo IP. If we lose our way with Halo, we lose our way with Xbox, because Halo and the importance of games like COD and other shooters, that state of the art needs to continue to move forward. And our team at 343 need to move forward with that. That's always going to be one of our success criteria. Always going to be one of our success criteria. Sorry, I didn't realize it was that small in the Finder there for you. Here's the paragraph I just read. "But don't panic just yet. 343 Industries has garnered the time to learn the ins and outs of the series. The good thing about 343 is that they've had the time through the dev of Reach, working on getting the map packs out and getting to know the infrastructure and build systems and everything about Halo. They've also brought in their own talent and their own view so that they can put their own stamp on the franchise," he added. "All in all, 343 are in a position to take over the franchise without missing a beat." Well, this was reported in 2011, and unfortunately, if you look at the history of what has happened with the Halo franchise, they came out with the Master Chief Collection. It was a bust, spent years fixing it up, and they finally got it in a state to launch. And now here we are with Halo Infinite, after they've made these statements. Like, this is a decade later, or more than a decade later, because this is from 2011. And here we are, right? And a lot of people reference this often. And unfortunately, it is a bit of a concern when you say, well, this is the most important thing to us. And here we are today. Schreier also commented on the post from Patrick Wren saying, "Strong public words from a Halo developer, mirroring what I've heard from many other Halo developers. Other problems, as we've reported, including the tools and a heavy reliance on contractors who had to be let go after 18 months. Imagine working to build a system, build something in a new system from scratch with freelancers who are terminated after 18 months due to labor laws. So you can no longer work with those contractors, and you have to train somebody from scratch on an entirely new system. And then after 18 months, they're gone. That has to be like just a nightmare to do, because as soon as somebody, like after like 6 months, you're probably pretty proficient with the tool set, right? And then you get like a year of great work from that person, and then you can't work with them anymore. This is a terrible system for building the infrastructure of a product. Now, I know everybody in the industry uses contractors, but geez. Some other tweets. Nick Sir Ironwolf is, he previously worked on Halo Infinite. Now he works on other things. He says, "Don't forget the heavy reliance on contractors and vendors and that messed up system. Though I know that's more Microsoft. I would have loved to stay on the team if I could have and worked my way up. Still one of my favorite jobs I've been at. Oh man, the contract stuff is a whole other can of worms that pisses me off. So many amazing people and talent that just disappeared." Then Joshua Gray says, "Agreed." And he is, I'm not sure if he had any involvement. Yeah, well, he's an entertainer. And then Eric Woodard said, "I mean, that's how 90% of corporate layoffs work. I still feel bad for those employees, but I wish people cared this much when companies like Microsoft as a whole do it. I mean, I still do. I have many thoughts about how corporate layoffs work. I even tweeted about it earlier before this, but I worked at 343 specifically and have friends who were directly affected. So that's what I'm focusing on in this tweet." And then Mint Blitz is teasing that we're gonna hear some more soon from him. And yeah, what else did I have here? So I had the Patrick Wren tweet out. where he said, "I do want to make sure that I call out how amazing the multiplayer leadership team was during development." So at least there was some sort of support system in place. And yeah, one other employee also chimed in saying, "Yep, definitely true and unfortunate to see. Caleb was a senior level artist at Ascendant, and he did previously work on Halo Infinite." So a lot of people calling out what went down at 343 today. Very unfortunate to see a massive restructuring, including the loss of Bonnie Ross, and now Joseph Staten is leaving to go back to another branch at Microsoft. I believe he's going to Microsoft Publishing. Big restructure, big shuffle up at Microsoft right now with these layoffs, and they're not done. This is day one. Don't forget, they're going to continue these layoffs at Microsoft through Q3 of 2023. We know layoffs are happening at Amazon, meaning there's going to be a big impact at Amazon. I believe they're laying off 18,000 people. So, yeah, 2023 is going to be a very rough year for the industry, and it's going to be interesting to see where things land by the end of the year. Not fun stuff to report on, but if you watched this far, I do appreciate it. Please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell. Half of you aren't subscribed, so if you like getting the information that you want to know, hit that subscribe button. Help me hit 100,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the members who support this channel. I really appreciate you. I do think I have a few new members again where I need to update the list. So thank you to the new members who I don't have on here. And thank you to the existing members who have been supporting for some of you for years now. Click that join button if you want to get these videos with no ads. I'm going to get out of here, but I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now, everybody.